Inverted illusions. Spooky month. Warning, the following content contains graphic adult themes such as gory actions, horrific assumptions, problematic situations, grotesque dialogue, and psychological trauma that we on Inverted Illusions do not condone. If you are sensitive to any of these events, then for your own mental health, please click off the video. We do care about your well-being no matter who you are. Viewer discretion is advised. Hello everyone, and welcome to my beginning playthrough of Kuon. This is a very rare game and an old game. I apologize, I should be quiet for this because it's actually very important narratively to the story. I do love that song. As guessed, this is also another horror game for a wonderful Halloween. Got him. The twins. So, as everyone can see, this game is dripping with beauty. For the time period it is taking place in, as well as the story it is trying to tell. This story takes place in the Heian period of Japan, which is obviously an older time, and it takes place with the Fujiwara manor in the game, but the Fujiwara clan IRL obviously was a thing. They do have I think it's a park of sorts, from what I was reading. And it can be seen still to this day in Japan. So it's kind of a cool thing because the location actually does exist. So when we go to this place in the game, we are actually going to the real place. But it is in it's in the Heian period, which is obviously way older than now. So if you do play this game narratively, you should not do what I did and play the yin phase first. You want to play the yang phase first. I will explain why later, but for narrative purposes, to make sense to the story, start with the yang phase. The yin phase kind of fills in everything at the end, in my opinion, but the beginning of the yin phase is very unreliable versus the yang phase, which is a more reliable narratively. So it's best to start with the yang phase. I beat this game before, but I did it on Daydream, so I'm going to skip it up to the normal Insomnia mode. If I wanted a challenge, I would do Nightmare, but I have not beat Insomnia mode, so I'm going to play Insomnia. Yes. I am going to adjust the brightness very high, because I am blind as heck. And we are at the Lord's Manor.
So this is the Lord's Manor.
It's odd for all of us to be summoned at the same time.
That's for sure.
It's been a month since Lord Fujiwara disappeared. We know a few of his servants entered, but have failed to leave.
True, but that is nothing for us to be concerned about. They're only demons. Our master's skills will disperse them promptly.
Because dealing with demons is easy.
Master.
Sakuya, why have you come here?
I understand that this investigation concerns Lord Fujiwara. His manor is infested with demons, which astrologers can't exorcise. How can we...
Enough. I have passed my knowledge and skills on to you. You're not a student of Abe no Sime, the incompetent.
Throwing some shade to Seimei.
Fear not. Now go, child.
Sakuya! Hey! Sakuya!
Everybody went in without me?
The elder disciples are gone! Come on! Let's go in!
Isn't that what happens whenever you have a dreamlike state where you're showing what happened previously to the audience? Everybody just moves on ahead, not even giving a crap where you are. So yes, this is that character Sakuya. This game plays a bit different than most horror games. This game was made by H-Tech, the people who made Dark Souls. Another reason why it is sought after for its price, as well as, being one of their only titles that they tried this style, as well as how pretty, gorgeous, and unique this game is.
The elder disciples are gone!
Thanks. I think you already told me that, but I'll do it again. I do love the atmosphere of this game. It is dripping with atmosphere, and it is gorgeous. Something I adore about this game is its atmosphere and how it plays. It's very unique and different from, again, most horror games. We have a survival scroll stating, basic survival, do not run, be as quiet as possible. If you make any noise, the Gaki will detect your presence. This is not true, the Gaki will detect you whenever. This is a Summoner's Wrath in the form of fire, the Heian card. We do battle with cards as well as whatever melee weapon you have. In Sakuya's case is a fan. If we hear this noise, it means they are getting closer to a Gaki. Some areas have a large amount of negative energy. This includes revenge, murder, and grudges. This is known as a Tempest. It's basically one of those moments that are good for jump scares, and it will get me sometimes, even if it is planned, because it does happen. If too much has accumulated, then a tempest of negativity may occur. If a tempest is encountered while running, you may experience vertigo. This is again a sign of our life and health. I will also say this is the only game I know that running will make you lose health. Yes, I said that right. Running will make you lose health. Get off. These cards are used to summon forth servant spirits who do your bidding. Summoned creatures are mortal and their lifespan is displayed on the bottom right of the card. Yes, when I summon monsters, I can help me obviously in combat, but you will see the little scroll start to get blood and stuff on it before it disappears, so you know how long it lasts. Anytime you wish to dismiss a summoned creature, press R2 in triangle or R2 in square, which I've never done because I just let it run out. And these are spell cards, which can cast magic. Each card can only be used once. This character, Sakuya, is not good with physical combat, but her magical skills are excellent. I am now going to use a meditate, which is physical and mental energy that are renewed, and vertigo is relieved through meditation. Basically, this is our heal button. Yes, there is a heal button in this game, something a lot of people hate. Personally, I like it because you lose health from running, for goodness sake. I think it's fair. Plus, I don't feel like the game doesn't add its own thing to make it overpowered, because I cannot use it very well in combat because it leaves me open for attacks. So again, there still is some level of balance.
Banish demons and all evil spirits.
I will pick this up. This is to call more spiders. I'm going to unequip one of my cards right now for a very specific purpose. As we could see, the Gaki is twitching, so I would pull out my weapon and I have to stomp on him so he does not come back up, because otherwise he will come back up and I am not dealing with that. This is why sometimes I like using only one card at a time, because then I could just pull out my fan and do what I need to do, but it just depends. But yes, this is Fujiwara Manor. The location for the Fujiwara clan does still exist to this day from what I've read. This is a real location. You can find it. It has tourists all the time in Japan. It is very pretty and I'm quite jealous. And I think it's nice that they used a real-life location for this horror game. Each Tech did a very good job. I love the dripping atmosphere of the Japanese locations, as well as all the spooks and frights that it brings. It's very enjoyable. And again, it's something that is hard to recreate, in my opinion. We have more hibari, fiery arrows that can pierce the enemy. We have some text over here. Something is written in blood. It looks like a woman's writing. The flute makes beautiful sounds. La la la. Very ominous. Something is up ahead. As we can see, something happened here. There's a scrap cloth from a servant. The manor and Lord Fujiwara are doomed, but his daughter must be saved. I saw Lady Fujiwara at the temple, and I wonder how she is now. Remember how I said the beginning of the game had a good, important narrative reason for us to watch that cutscene? Well, that person we saw get killed and thrown into the box, that was Lord Fujiwara. The reason why we are even here. Because there's stories about demons and other things haunting this manor after Lord Fujiwara went missing. And it is up to us in Sakuya's story as an exorcist to exorcise these demons and banish them. Hence why we came with our group of spiritual guides with us, exorcists. So we are here to get rid of the ghosts that have been haunting this mansion since Lord Fujiwara went missing. As we know as players, Fujiwara is dead, but Sakuya and the other exorcists have no idea, and that's what does add another level of interesting storytelling to this game. Oof, that wall has seen better days. We have another text wall of writing. The wall is covered in blood. Looks like something is written. My blood, my blood! What fun, what fun! That's not creepy at all, huh, guys? Ah, it looks like we might not be able to go through this door. Seal of Venus has been placed on the door. But yeah, this is a very enjoyable game for its unique combat and story. I really do love it. I just finished it recently. I am in love with this game. It is wonderful. I specifically love the atmosphere, though. The atmosphere is what really drives it home.
Look! The seal, Mercury, has been placed here. You do remember how to remove such a seal? Just apply a blood-stained sacred cloth to the seal. There's a sacred cloth for each type. A seal can't be removed unless both the seal and sacred cloth match. Well, I'm sure you'll figure it out. See? Even I can be nice to my little sisters sometimes.
This is our big brother for Sakuya's story. And we just got the Mercury cloth. We're just gonna go in after him. But what I was gonna say is there's a lot of good things about this game that I genuinely enjoy, and I do think that it deserves every bit of praise it gets, despite being very expensive and ridiculously expensive because of it. We got the manor map, something I use all the time in this game. This is the map. As we can see, we have a lot to cover. This is the whole map, at least for the manor section, and it is rather large. We are right here in this area near the quarters. We came in through the east gate. And yes, the real life location is similar to here, but I don't think, like, in the middle section here with the shrine and the mulberry tree, I don't think that exists. But everything else, like the West Guardhouse to the quarters, if I recall, is accurate, which is quite cool for a real life location. If you are attacked, struggle with all your might. Another thing I will also say that a lot of people will point out, because it's still a thing no matter if you're playing on the actual game on PS2 or emulation. We are obviously on emulation because I do not own this game due to its high price. But anyways, the characters will not move their lips when they talk. So that is something that they left in the game and left it like that. I also, in hindsight, probably should have switched the language to Japanese because the voice acting for English is not as good, but I just kind of left it because I don't think a lot of my audience is Japanese. But if you would like me to switch it over to the Japanese dub, please let me know. In the next video I will switch it over. The English dub is very awkward, but it's my native tongue, so that's why I left it on it. But please tell me if you would like me to switch it over to the Japanese dub. It's obviously a Japanese location. It makes more sense. But again, I have no idea what everybody else thinks, so I'll just say that now. Please let me know in the comments.
Go on ahead. See if you can find anything else.
Okay, big brother, at least. Yeah, he's my big brother. I was going to call him, let's say, I think big brother, but no, he's my big brother. What am I doing? The seal earth has been placed on the door, so we can't go through here. But we've got some good items as well as a save. This is the only game that I have between these three horror games that requires me to have an item to save. I'm not a fan of needing an item to save. And there's our first spook on the side, my gosh. Oh, there goes the twins. But, yeah, I don't prefer items to save. It's just a little tedious in my opinion, but that's just me, because it's already hard enough getting to a spot to save in my opinion. But again, to each their own. And this ghost, I don't waste my spell cards on them because obvious reasons. I just don't. There's furniture here, but I found a spell card of Senyan Seika, a powerful spell piercing an enemy with icy shards. These are very good cards. I will save them for good points. I've learned to not use cards on ghosts. You might as well save ammo since they're one-use things. Lots of ghosts everywhere. Fuck! They all just came out of nowhere. I forgot they just come out of nowhere. I'm over here like, please, please, I'm a young girl. Don't harm me, please. Anyway, we are gonna go down here so we can learn the basics of things. Because again, this narratively makes more sense due to it teaching you how to play the game. The yin phase doesn't teach you anything on that. You kind of just learn on your own. That's why narratively it's better to start with this one. And I will crouch. So we can cross through here.
Remember to perform the cleansing ritual regularly.
This is our saves. It's those little boats. And
You can cleanse yourself by transferring and releasing toxins.
these cleansing rituals are save points and they're very helpful. And like I said, it's cute.
Locate a holy ground near water and cleanse yourself thoroughly. A clean soul is said to evade even death itself.
So we will obviously come back here when we're going to save later. I just wanted to come here to at least get some more narrative going. Ah, the twins. They tell me to go there. And the question is why? The twins are unsettling, obviously for many reasons. And oh my gosh, are you serious? This dude just be waiting for me. Seriously, dude? Okay, I'm gonna equip myself a little bit more properly because he's tougher than just regular Ghost or Gaki. These are much tougher. Get off me! So we will dispatch him quickly. I'm sorry you're missing out on the visual here. Hideo! I personally like spiders, so I think they're cute, but not everybody likes spiders. I know Adara is not a fan of spiders. I think they're cute, but Adara not so much. To him, they're the worst thing in the world. That's, for me, I dislike snakes. I cannot deal with snakes. I have a fear of things with without arms or a normal vertical system. So basically anything that doesn't have normal arms or legs, I can't handle. Like snakes, jellyfish, worms. I just can't handle it. And this is an interesting room. It is sealed up. It just says it is impossible to see within the drapes drawn. And there's something down here. There's some goodies. Yes, we will pick it up. It is more spell cards. Oh my lord. They're just sending ghosts my way, aren't they? Yeah, they're using a lot more than they used to on the easy mode, but I should not be surprised. Take that. How did I miss? Maybe my just angles are bad. While in meditation, each character has their different, like, wording. Some don't say anything and then others do. Just depends on the character. Sakuya, obviously, as an exorcist, says to banish demons, which I enjoy. It's very calming, actually, for some reason, despite her basically saying, let's get rid of these darknesses. But, you know, to each their own. Now let's head into that room that the twins told us to go into. Something's clearly meant to happen. Oh! Jeez, it's a Gaki. So they're just trying to get me killed already. We just met and they're just trying to have the Gaki kill me. The good thing about summon cards is monsters will be very much attracted to them versus you, which is very helpful as someone like Sakuya, who's not very good with close quarters combat, but great with other things. There's a half-eaten corpse in this wicker chest. Well, to be fair, the Gaki was looking like he was going to town, so... Ah!
Sakuya.
Hello. So one of our other
Hey,
exorcists.
did you see who shut the door?
Huh? No.
He didn't see anything, guys.
There's a wicker chest here.
Yes, it is. What do you know about the wicker chest, sir?
Go away, would you?
You're kind of a jerk, sir. Realistically, if I was Sakuya, I would have smacked him. Something appears to have been dragged through here. Because that guy's kind of rude for something. Seal Venus has been placed on the door. So something's been dragging blood through here, as we can see through there and over here. The door seal was recently broken, and the door is on its hinge making noises, which is always a great sign, right, guys? Just to see, just goes right through there, just so everybody can see where the blood trail goes, even though it kind of showed, but it didn't fully show, so I was gonna just reiterate that for everybody to see that it goes between those specific doors. We are now in the main part of the manor now. We're gonna head back here where the blood is to figure out what the heck happened. And as we can see, there's lots of blood here, but no bodies, oddly. Something was trying to reach us, but it's not there anymore. It's very, very strange, huh, guys? Something is making noises. I mean, it sounds like another door is on its hinge. We have another spell here. Is there anything else here? Ah, Fujiwara's letter. Since you mentioned strange happenings at your manor, I have directed an seer of acquaintance to visit you. He is a disciple of Abe no Seimei, the renowned noble seer. I'm sure he'll be able to help you. Recently, a renegade seer named Domen has been boasting about his powers. He has powerful disciples and claims to be Abe no Seimei's equal, but he has strayed from the seer's true path and cannot be compared. So, to break this letter down, Abe no Seimei is another exorcist, and we came here with Domen. Domen is that man we saw in the beginning in the red with the strange hair. Yeah, that is who we are disciples of. And he decided, let's go investigate this place. Abe no Seimei is not here, but there is a big, conflict between Abe no Seimei and Domen. In the real story, Abe no Seimei and Domen were obviously not on good terms with each other, and both were male. In this story, oddly, I think because like they said, they wanted to make this game scarier, they made Abe no Seimei a female, because, you know, being female and weak has its perks. So that is why, and I think that's another reason why they also made all the characters female in this game, for obvious reasons. But yes, Abe no Seimei and Domen do not like each other. But yes, they are inspired by real people, just the difference is one was just turned into a girl. For story purposes, because they just wanted to add the spooks. And there's a lot of spiders in here. And a dead body! But he dropped something. This is the sacred cloth of Venus. It will remove the seal of Venus. As we saw earlier, there was a room back there that was Venus, and we're gonna head through it. I personally think all these spiders are kind of cute, but then again, I summon them, so I don't think that they're creepy at all. I'm just like, oh, they're so cute. I'm that one person that thinks spiders are cute, even though everybody else is like, oh, get rid of them. But yeah, I will do my best to explain the narrative to everyone. I have sat down and watched stories like this, and even Fatal Frame explained deeply, so if anyone gets confused by the story, you can always ask questions on it. I will do my best to answer them thoroughly, or I will point them out to a explanation video, because those are always helpful. But I'm not going to spoil the story, and I will just do my best to explain. There doesn't seem to be anything unusual here. Well, is over here clearly because of the heart beating. That is another disgusting monster that is here. He sprays acids of sorts. And it's still twitching, so we're gonna have to step on it, guys. I know you always wanted to step on some slimy red stuff, but here's our chance to step on slimy red stuff. Not ideal, but it happens. We have an elixir and more cards. Always helpful. So it does pay off to explore in this game, obviously. Most games do. But this one is very much a good thing to explore. There are a lot of spoops, so you don't want to miss those either. So we're gonna go this way. I'm hitting about the point where I should be stopping the video, but I'm gonna go on a little bit more because I love this game and I feel like it deserves a little bit more screen time in the meantime because it's great. So we will be moving on down this way. It looks like over here is blocked by screens and partitions. And we shall go this way. Out the front door. This is the corner where you could turn left to right. Obviously, it can go only one direction in this case right now because of the debris. So we will be going this way. There are a lot of blood and footsteps this way, so we will just keep on trucking. What is this? Earth has been placed on the door. The seal must not be removed. A creature in there is not a gaki. We will go in here. And it seems like there is a healing item here and a card. Maid servants must have stayed here. So this is like the maid servants' rooms. This is the Chinese zodiac scroll. Basically explaining what I need to do for a puzzle later on. Which is very helpful, by the way. And we will go in here. And there is a servant's memorandum. It's written by a servant concerning Ayako. Terrified of the demons that come out at night, Ayako sobs. Shut in her room, she weeps silently. She believes the demons won't notice her if she hides in her room and doesn't make a sound. Miss Ayako will open the door only when Lady Fujiwara rings the bell, brought by the North Pavilion. Ayako is as beautiful as an angel. We servants have vowed to protect her no matter the cost. And in this case, like they said with the beginning notes on being quiet, this is one of those moments where you do want to do that, because the gakis will bang on the door as much as possible, but if you wait, they will leave and or be less aggressive so that you can at least get some hits in before they notice you. This way it makes it easier for you to do combat than if you were to, for example, just rush out there because they'll be right on the door. This way you can get an upper hand with 2 gaki instead of just 1, because they kind of bombard you here. So it's best to get what you can out of this fight. I got some dust here, and that's it. I was hoping for a little bit more, but nope. So we are gonna go run back because we are hitting a certain point in time, so I need to go save for everybody. But I personally love this game. It requires a little bit more stealth than most games, and it's got a unique premise and story, which I definitely enjoy, and it's one of those that really sticks out to you, just kind of like Dark Souls itself. It kind of just sticks out like a sore thumb in its own way, and when I say it in its own way, I mean in like a good way. It's just something that they do at this company, you know. So we'll head back and go get our save in. Oh wait, I forgot. That blood dragging was from here, and they left us some arrow cards. So we're gonna go all the way over through here, make our way back, but obviously collect those cards because next time we can use them. So making my way back. And now we will perform the cleansing ritual, which is very cute. I'm going to say, I'm going to heal myself up for next time. But the cleansing ritual is adorable. We save like this. And then after it is done, we see the cute little boat going. I hope everyone enjoyed themselves, and it was a pleasure. I will hopefully see you again next time. And thank you for watching. If you enjoyed that, then make sure you're subbed with notifications turned on to know when the next video goes live. And don't be afraid to leave a comment below to let us know what you thought of the video, suggestions you may have, or even just to say hello. We read every word you left for us. As always, we greatly appreciate your support. Check out our links in the description. Have a great day, and we'll chat more later. Bye!